Hey guys, I'm Olivia Denton, and this is the Busy Girls Brunch Podcast. I am so excited to have you here with me. Thank you so much for joining me. This is something that it's been a long time coming. I promised myself that I would begin to put out more content for the Busy Girls Brunch this year, and now I'm putting the pedal to the metal. I am putting the dreams in motion, and the ideas are meeting some execution. So here we are, the Busy Girls Brunch Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, for watching, however you're getting this content. Thank you so much for actually taking the time to do it. That means so much to me. You're taking time out of your day to actually ingest something that came from me. So I really appreciate it. If you've ever attended a Busy Girls Brunch event, be it the brunch itself or a coffee and co-working, or any other meetup, hangout, whatever, if you've been involved in our Facebook group, if you've liked our Instagram page, if you're on our mailing list, if you have any interaction with the Busy Girls Brunch at all, even if you've just thought about us or just thought to yourself, man, that's a cool concept, thank you. Thank you so much for your support, for your love, for everything that is coming from you that is great toward us. I really appreciate every single thing. The Busy Girls Brunch is definitely a labor of love. And it started off as a labor of love for sure, because knowing that, we as women we're busy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are busy being entrepreneurs, being intrapreneurs, being mothers, sisters, daughters, wives, girlfriends, all of the things. We are literally all of the things to all of the people. So to have some time every quarter, just a couple of hours to sit back, relax, and rest for success, I think it's super important. And anyone who's ever participated, I'm just ridiculously grateful for you. So again, I'm super duper excited for you to be here. I'm super excited that there is a here for you to be. I don't know if you've ever experienced something where you have an idea and you try to put it into motion and you just keep meeting these roadblocks, whether it is external or internal. I've been hitting all, and I mean all, of the internal roadblocks coming to this point. So I'm extremely excited to actually create something like this. Sometimes you look around and you see people doing things and you're thinking, why not me? And the answer is, do it, do your thing, and it'll be profitable, which kind of leads me to a conversation that I had the other day with an amazing friend. She is a teacher. She is a mother to a wonderful little boy, and she's an excellent human being. So as a single mother, she really wanted to see herself as an outstanding single mother. We see people traveling and doing things, really cool things, entrepreneurs kind of like bouncing all around and saying that they're doing all these things while still being a mother. And it seems excellent. It seems like something that's like, everyone should be doing this because this person is doing this and this person can do it. Well, why not me? So my friend was really kind of bringing some anxiety to the table about the fact that it's not her. While she sees this and had this expectation of her single mother life, to be, doing a lot of different things and traveling around and being entrepreneurial, creating products and content and, whatever it is, services for clients, and also being a single mother and being able to kind of like sit on this throne of cool mothertude. That's not what she sees herself doing. Whether or not that's actually the truth, that's up to her perception, but, it's not what she sees herself doing. So, we talked a little bit about her actual career. She's a teacher. She's a third grade teacher, and she's excellent, guys. Like, she is an amazing human being all around. So she told me about the fact that her third grade class actually scored above average on standardized testing, which is huge. That's a testament to her as a teacher. She is consistently receiving accolades from her peers, from the school. Other people on staff are always telling her that she needs to excel further in her education and actually, become a certified teacher. So she's actually doing better than a lot of certified teachers are, because honestly, she is in her lane. She's doing something that speaks to her, that is amazing to her, and she's doing the work. She's putting in the work. So these kids are reaping the benefits, which is something huge, right? If you're doing something, if you're doing your job is going to affect the people who are your audience, the people who need what it is that you're doing. And it's what's happening. So while she's looking left and right at what other people are doing, she's ignoring the fact that she's actually amazing. And I was happy to have this conversation with her, because she then kind of realized, like, she is in her lane and she is operating in her own excellence, and doing that, she needs to celebrate that. One thing that happens in our culture right now is that we build up these weird expectations of self due to what we're seeing around us, what people are telling us that they see for us in our own lives. Instagram, societal pressure, perceived societal pressure. I mean, we have so much access to everyone and everything. Sometimes our lives that are moving slowly to us because we're experiencing them don't seem like they match up with the 24-hour news cycle that is social media, that is other people's lives. We're living our full movie, whereas other people are showing you the highlight reels. And then because you're only seeing the highlights, you don't see the time in between that it takes to build, to grow, to make the mistakes, and to get to the point of whatever their bit of excellence is. So, while she's living her life and struggling to create and do and actually excel for the sake of her students, for herself, for her son, she's living these moments. And because she's living these moments, it doesn't seem extraordinary and it doesn't feel extraordinary, but those results are speaking for themselves. Those kids that she is sowing into, they're going to come back to her one day and say how, whatever they are in their lives, it's thanks to her, the encouragement that she gave, the lessons that she taught, the patience that she had, because she stayed in her lane. She operated in her own excellence. And so she was able to grow that, not only for herself, but for her students. Now, she's going to continue developing in that and eventually create more results, which are great. And hopefully, I'm sure we're going to have more of this conversation. She will actually look at herself, the work that she's doing for her people, and recognize like how amazing she actually is at the work that she's doing. She's amazing. She is amazing, and she's doing her work at the level that she should be doing it, and she will continue to grow in that, which is something that, we need to always be thinking about. So the other day, Issa Rae received an award from the Women in from Women in Film. I'm not sure if she received a Women in Film award. Cool. And when people receive awards, they're often, thanking other people, which they should, and looking around and saying how other people, gave them everything they have. But she said her influences weren't humble, so she's not going to be humble about what she received. Now, I loved that. So there are different kinds of humility, obviously. There's the kind of humility that puts you in the position to ask for help and recognize that, you can't do things on your own. But then there's this thing that I see often built into us, this, it's not really humility, it's shame. that makes us feel that we are incapable of excelling by ourselves, or at all, even with the help of other people, or that we're not worthy of the opportunities that we're receiving, and the shame, it puts us down so low that the things that we could do, that the people that we should be serving, we're not doing that. So in receiving this award, she thanked, herself in the same way that Carmelo Anthony did when I think he received MVP like a million years ago. He said, I want to thank myself for the work that I put in the gym. And people laughed and thought that was arrogant. And in the same way that she's thanking herself, people can almost say it's arrogant. But the reality is, she did the work. She did the work. She invested in herself. She invested in herself enough to get help. There are people around her who are helping her, but if she's not doing her part, that doesn't actually make a difference, does it? So I think she can thank herself. I think she can, be grateful for the work that she did, for the information that she received and that she applied. Like, she had the ideas, but she also had the execution. That's huge. That's something great. So in the same way that my friend is executing within her lane, Issa is executing in her lane, and she's recognizing the work that she put in, and she's encouraging herself to continue putting in work. That's a big thing. You have to look at the work that you've done. You have to look at the great things that you've done. Take note, take inventory, and recognize that, if you're operating in a way that is meant for you, any little bit of forward motion is something to celebrate. So I hope that you take the time to just take, monthly inventory of the things that you should be celebrating, even if it's a little setback. Sometimes that failure is the thing that's going to push you forward, right? You need to learn from the mistakes in order to move forward. Failure is never the end. You either win or learn. You never lose. So guys, I'm super excited to do this podcast, to talk to you about these things. And also, I kind of want to introduce our book of the month. So I wanted to introduce our book of the month. Now, this is my own personal book. You can join in reading it with me if you would like to. But this is something that speaks to me personally. It's called Letters to the Finishers Who Struggle to Finish. This is, first of all, the title right there, Finishers Who Struggle to Finish. You have this vision in your mind, and you've already executed it. You're already at Z when you're thinking about it, but by the time you try to put it into motion, sometimes it is hard. And that's pretty much what this book is about. It's not a how-to. It's kind of more of a how-come. So I'm excited about this book, Letters to the Finishers Who Struggle to Finish, by Candace E. Wilkins, published by New Season Books and Media. If you'd like to join in and read it with me, you can go to New Season's Books and Media's website, grab a copy, or it's on Amazon as well. It's there, 2-day shipping, always an amazing thing. But yeah, I'm going to be reading this, and in a couple of weeks, I will give you my review of this book, break it down a little bit for you, and hopefully we can have more conversation about it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening, for watching, for thinking happy thoughts along with me as I am starting this podcast journey. I'm super duper excited. If there's anything that you want to talk about, feel free to email me, o@oliviadenton.com, or join the Busy Girls Brunch group. Send me a message there. I am always there. Follow us on Instagram, Busy Girls Brunch. And guys, I will see you later. Thanks again. Bye. Thanks again for listening to the Busy Girls Brunch Podcast. If you're in the Philadelphia area and would be interested in recording a podcast of your own, I'd love to help you. For $40 an hour, you get me and my equipment and technical assistance to get you up and running. Don't wait. Email me at o@oliviadenson.com and let's get started.